Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I'm back. It's Thursday. And it being Thursday, we are doing the Thursday night lore stream, I believe. Yes, 5 minutes late, but I had to make some coffee. I had to do some things, but it's okay. We're here. We're here and we're ready to go. First off, I want to say thank you to everybody that watches tonight and watches in the future. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Make sure you follow all the friends of mine, all my buddies and fellow compatriots, fellow inquisitors and friends of the Inquisition. Their links to their channels will be in the show description. Check them out. Enjoy them. I enjoy them. They're great people. And I got some new friends to add to that. So I'll add to them eventually, soon. So let's get started. Let's lower the music. Let's get in game. All right. So today's episode will be brought to you by the United States metric system. What's up, Lexi? Good morning. Good afternoon. You streamed earlier today. Dang, I missed it. Sorry. Did you use our microphone finally? Oh, Lexi, also, can streamed? Yeah, streamed. You kind of use it. Can I tag you in these sometimes I tag people in these live streams. Can I tag you? What? You're trying to be funny? Oh, yeah, you are funny. What's up, Zanad? No problem. I'll help you out if I can. Present and accounted for, says Zanad. Thank you, Zanad, for coming. Let's see. Let's who shall we play on tonight? Let's play the Golden Inquisitor. Why not? You know what? Let's play somebody else. It's Thursday night. Let's get wild with it. Let's go back to the beginning. Because I almost did a face reveal of the Golden Inquisitor the other night, and I don't want to screw that up. I'm doing so good. When I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll do a face reveal of the Golden Inquisitor. Let's level up. Shall we? Okay, let's do we want Gregor or Veronica? What's up, Rattle? I played YouTube in the background and some news and culture commentary. Oh, really? Okay. If I ding copyright, they get more monetization. Oh, well, then there you go. Hey, Rattle. Hope you're doing good, man. So do we rattle everybody? Do we want to play Veronica or Gregor? One of these three: Veronica, Gregor, Christo, or Zoltan. Really, just helping out. Man, you should play my videos in the background. No, I don't have anything copyright. You convinced me. Let's play Golden Inquisitor. I think he has more of the map unlocked anyways. That's the one when the red chainmail looks like a salt shaker. This one, Veronica? Man, bro. Putting me up on the big screen. Let me flex. Hold on. I did push-ups today. Ugh. Veronica don't look like a salt shaker, does she? I did this because she looks very Mad Max to me. Because I don't know if there's other differences in armor, but for the chain coif, it looks different on males than it does on females. On the females, it does this widow's peak. Let me see. And then on the males, it's just the a circle face. What? She doesn't look like a soul shaker. She looks amazing. She looks like she's right out of Mad Max. Middle grade over some... What? No. Hold on. Oh, shit. Did I just save over? I just saved over. I saved over. Oh, dang. Yeah, see now it looks like it's just a circle. And see, that doesn't look cool. It definitely looks better on the women. Channeling Rick and Morty. What? I haven't seen that show since season 1. Yeah. Let me get Veronica back to normal. Veronica. Nice Ranny template. Thank you. It is. It is. Hold on. You want to see Ranny? Oh, hold on. Do I have the Ranny template? I think I do. Right? I think I have one. Hey, Nozzle. Wait, hold on. Yeah, right there. You gotta have the Ronnie, man. Oh, she doesn't have the outfit. But yeah, you gotta have Ronnie. Ronnie's too good not to make a one. Scaled helm on the guy, maybe? No, we're just talking about the chain motif, how it's... Oh, you think the scaled helm changes for a guy also? Look at that. Man, Ranny. But we know that Ranny had, what, red hair? So I think her hair would be, if anything, it would be red, right? And a woman with red hair is dangerous. Dangerous for the heart, because a red-haired woman will break your heart every single time. Trust me. I know. I haven't yet. I've been defaulted to one of her sisters. Lexi Jane. What sister are you? All right, let's get back to normal. Boom. Look at Veronica. She's so cute. I worked hard on her. I gave her the Cindy Crawford mole on her chin or cheek. I thought she deserved it. It's red versus blue all over again. I love that. I love that movie. I love that show. That show was great. You don't have an R alt name for her? You should. Like Renala. Goes by Eliza the Fell. Eliza the Fell. Eliza. I like Eliza. Reminds me of a movie. My Fair Lady. What's her name? I forget the actress's name, but her character was named Eliza. All right. Red equals alive, blue equals dead. I wouldn't say that. Glintstone is alive. Go with I, not EE. Elden Earth. I ran into that. I'm assuming that you mean EE by something else. Oh wait. Oh, for your name, Eliza. Go with Eliza. I failed phonics. Rattle help. Glintstone is inverted life, says Lexi. No, I think I wholeheartedly believe, Lexi, and you may disagree, which is fine. You have the right to be wrong, but I wholeheartedly believe that Glintstone is a space, isn't an inert mineral, but a living sentient, maybe not sentient, but a living infection of some type, a space infection. Imagine sort of like a virus. A virus technically isn't alive, but it isn't really dead, right? Eliza, time crystal. Lexi, you have some weird ideas, and I don't like them. I think you should call in on the call-in show on Wednesday nights. Maybe even on Saturday nights. The colors are opposite. Well, we have there's if you ever listen to Boss Saucer, right? If you're subscribed to his channel, I believe him and Rattle, they have this theory that the glintstones represent different things, right? Depending on the source of what the glintstone came from depends on what the color is. But I would say, depending on where the glintstone grew in infection, dictates the color. You tried to get the courage. Don't be scared. You're among friends when you're among the Inquisition. The Golden Inquisition, not Reichardt's. If they're Reichardt's Inquisition, you're in trouble. You're in danger. It's like a trivia night at the bar, and I'm just want to heckle in the back. Ain't nothing wrong with heckling. That's fun stuff. That's where all the gold happens. Nasta feels you. Lexi says, I destroyed that snake in a glorious battle. Battle good. What's up, Cayman? Welcome back, man. I think Reichard is one of the, in my opinion, it's one of the weaker fights, but visually it is one of the better ones. Lexi continues, she says, I like thinking I'm right as I miss all the answers because I'm too young to cheer drama. For Cheers drama? Oh, for Cheers. Oh, the shows where everybody knows your name. Bum, bum, bum. And everybody's glad you came. Bum, 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 bum. And I want to go where people go, where people always look the same. I want to go where everybody knows your name. Yeah, I love that show. I also unalived Tanith. What's unalive mean? You made her into a zombie? Oh yeah. Oh, Lexi, you must be young. You must be what, like? You got to be 21. You got to be 21, like Elden Ring. If you're not younger, if you're younger than 21, you haven't lived enough to enjoy the deep concepts, I suppose. I don't know what I did. Oh shit. Oh, I have my It also says, but the guy was also in a good place. Rykard, I believe, right? Nossel says, maybe build up the courage to join the voice call. You can't. Oh, he's, yeah. Hi, I lurk. Kevin says, I feel Rykard is either epic looking or epic looking and uninteresting, or uninteresting looking and epic. $1985. Yeah, I'm you're 40. Are you 40, Lexi? I'm 43. And even I watched the reruns of Shears. And Cayman, I believe you're correct. The thing is that the Rykard fight reminds me of what's his name? The king in Dark Souls 3, the giant, the forlorn giant, whatever his name is. And you use the same concept. You use the stupid sword to beat him. Came in sense. Like when you don't use the weapon, it's really hard. But when you use it, the weapon, it's super hard. It's not super hard. Exactly. Because all you do is do the super attack and it just hits them like... I think in your first playthrough, you only have to do like 4 hits. Alexa says, so yeah, you were 8 and up when it reran. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. And all the way up to a teenager. It was a great show. It was a great show. And as I got older and, you know, life happened, it made me really appreciate it, that the connections that we made at common places, you know, bars then, now it's Discord. So the connections that we made with friends in Discord and stuff like that, I mean, they're just as meaningful as the connections that we made in real life back in the day at the arcade or at the roller rink, at the bar. Yeah. Because, and I would say the connections that you make on Discord are probably more genuine. Because on Discord, people can really let themselves be who they are, unashamed, because you're hidden by the anonymity of the internet for the most part. So you get to see people most likely unfiltered, right? They're not trying to impress. They're not doing their hair. They're not getting off work just now, being burned out or anything. They're just Golden Inquisitor. They're just Rattle. They're just Lexi, you know. I watched Ren and Stimpy and Simpsons. I watched Ren and Stimpy too. Simpsons, I remember them. I watched them, but Homer got too stupid. he got dumber over the years, and it just got annoying. You got burnt out on Ren and Stimpy? Yeah, me too. I watched Beavis and Butthead, The Head, The Max, Aeon Flux. I watched all those shows. Liquid Television, I remember. Rattle says, yeah, connections. Yeah, connections. the max. Oh, she means, Lexi says, no, I mean in general. You got burned out. Don't get burned out. You can't get burned out. Life is not about burning out. It's about enduring to the end, Lexi. Take things in moderation. Embrace. Sometimes I don't play Elden Ring. I sit quietly in my apartment and do nothing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get back, boys. Veronica doesn't belong to y'all. She belongs to the Golden Inquisitor. For now. Lexi's currently in burnout. Sitting out good vibes. Rattle says Sam Keith just passed though. Who's Sam Keith? She also thinks she's a Targaryen, which is okay. I like Targaryens. They're cool. They're better than the Snow folks that are like, you know nothing, Jon Snow. It's like, shut up, woman. Like you're basically a barbarian. Never even seen a road in your life. You know, you don't know anything about apothecary or anything. All you know is, let's hunt deers and run away from giants. Tell me I know nothing. Woman. Oh, it's a creator of the Max. Oh, wow. Oh, really? I didn't know it. Well, let's have a moment of silence. Thank you. Oh, wow. Man, I love that show, too. May he rest in peace. It was a comic they adapted into a show. I heard that, but I never really got into, like, non-mainstream comics, like Marvel comics and stuff. I was pretty basic, not gonna lie. Surprise, motherfucker. Because John is dumb as a box of rocks, and that's why we love him. Well, I mean, yeah, he's pretty dumb. He fell in love with his aunt. That's how dumb. How dumb you gotta be. Spoilers. Right? You learn that you've been having coitus with your auntie, and you just continue. I guess it's hot. I guess if you like that type of a forbidden love, I guess might be cool. But I don't know. It's not for me. My bastard name is Snow post divorce. Well, welcome to the party, or welcome to the divorce stream, Lexi. It's a big club. It's a little club. I think it's just me in it. Rot breath was year one meta. So useful. Oh man, rot breath. I need to turn on my. Thank you, Rattle, for reminding me to turn on my head. Rot breath is the best, because that stuff kills everything. Lexi says John is a box of rocks, and that's why we already ruled. Why he already ruled and can't be burnt like the whites. Whites. And it's just a sun-bleached volcano. All right, Lexi, cool. Or an asteroid. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Uh-huh. Interesting. Run, 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 run. Veronica, run. Cayman says, my bastard name is Dog, the bounty. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. I believe you, brother. You got it, brother. You're the number one, brother. Lexi, it's a metaphor made myth. Nice, 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 nice. Good job, Lexi. Rattle says, my bastard name is Hellcat Durango. Ah. Ah. You're the number one, brother. Brother. Yeah, brother. Number one, brother. I believe in you, brother. You can get through this, brother. Lexi, Lexi, I only have a high school education. I don't read a lot of books. Or I don't read a lot of books anymore. I'm pretty dumb. Gotta stay off the ice, brother. Am I being a Cassandra? Am I giving it away? A Cassandra? A Cassandra? Oh, Cassandra's a cool name. You know what? I have a story about a Cassandra. No, I'm not going to share that story with Cassandra. I'm not going to do that on stream. Ow, ow, ow. Rattle says book equals wrong kind of paper to be getting. Wrong. That's right. If it ain't toilet paper, you don't need it. Oh, am I alive with 1 hit point? Oh, Veronica, dodge that shit. Oh, Veronica, run. Run, Veronica. Stop acting silly. That guy is he not affected by the rot? How are you not affected by rot, bro? Oh God. Veronica, run. Formatting? That's a train of thought. What? He's blocking. He should still get hit by the rot, I think. We're just gonna leave him be. We're just gonna leave him be. I don't like to see Veronica die. She's my only brunette. You got that wide stance, yeah. You're done. Okay, but you're done for the night, Lexi? Okay. Don't give up, Lexi. I believe in you. Ugh. All right, can we level up? No. Okay. All right. It's time to get Veronica in serious mode. We're gonna be fighting boss. I want to get to Radon on Veronica so I can get her to the Shadowlands. What I miss? What I missed that. I'm sorry. Oh, I thought you said you were done. Like, I mean, you were like done with the stream and everything, done with Elden Ring. All right, here we go. All right, so I know in this area, let's talk about a little bit lore here, just a sec. So in this area, people tend to think that in this area it means with the Misbegotten and the Crucible Knight. A lot of people tend to think that it represents Radigan and Godfrey joined together in metaphor, in essence, in spirit, to protect Radon. I would disagree with that. You're done being obnoxious? Oh, obnoxious. Hey Google, what's obnoxious, man? I'm glad. Lexi's. Oh, shut up, Google. I was just joking. Oh shit. And the reason I would disagree with that is because why would Radon protect? No, sorry. Why would Godfrey protect Radon? That's my question. And I think that's a valid question. And if you can reconcile that, I think it would make sense. It could make sense why there's Crucible Knight here. I tend to think that the Crucible Knights are just mercenaries at this point. And there's no real significance to it. So the secret to fighting him is using this platform. Ouch. You'll see. It'll make sense. And that's why I use the platform, because when he does that move, he can't get to you. And then you just jump down. And then you jump back up. He did. Veronica is dangerous. This is why Veronica is so dangerous. Dangerous. Thank you for the hearts, whoever's doing all the hearts. I appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart to your heart, thank you. Pum, 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 pum. Let's see. The Radon Festival. We'll talk to this geezer. Now, I know a lot of people like this guy. I think he's a good guy, but I actually think this guy is one of the villains, kind of like a Cobra Commander.
No matter if you can fell one of
Funniest Crucible Knight death. Thank you, Chloe. I tried to get him in a no, it's random.
Foolish. Incidentally, well, it's true. When the Star War, the might. Well, as you should. Then all you need when the
stars align. Okay, thank you. Even here, in the southernmost part of Caelid, they worship the moon. It's kind of weird too. I think it's interesting that they sat around this thing. I don't know. Did they have a preacher that stood here and they were like, you know, lo, behold, the moon. Lo, there do I see the line of my people. Back to the beginning. In the moonlight. In the moon. This is, I guess, oh, you know what? Let's do this at night and see if the moon is there lined up. What did the hearts do? Have you made the trolls do demolition jobs yet? I don't know what the hearts do. I think they're just the signal there that you're enjoying the stream, maybe. What demolition are you talking about, by the way? Let a cadre of trolls and level the place. Oh, no, I haven't. Is that like a mod or something, or is that you can do that? Normally, I'm just the person that comes in here and kills everybody. All right, so Veronica's done working, so we can put that away. Oh. You know what? We do need to kill those cat people. The War Master Shack? You can bring them all the way over here? Oh, I didn't know that. Get him the wrestle? Oh no, Veronica, no. Veronica, dodge. Not Godwin, how you doing, man? Welcome back, man. Do you know what you'll be discussing on Saturday's show? On Saturday's show, on this Saturday or the 11th? On this Saturday show, we have a a special guest, Godwin. And then on the Saturday show on the April 11th, I was hoping that you would. Oh shit! Oh shit! I was hoping that you would want to be the fourth person in the thing. The call-in shows, if you're just talking about the call-in shows. I'm trying to talk to Godwin here. All right, if you're talking about the Saturday show, Godwin, or the call-in show, that's on Wednesdays now. Down the pipe. I don't think I got anybody with that blast. Holy shit. It's a shit show right now. Everybody close your eyes. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. What the? That was only one of them. All right, big boy, come on. Come on. Oh. Veronica ain't scared of nothing. She's not scared. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to find Ranny. Oh, my silly brain, says Godwin. Yeah, for sure. I mix up Saturdays. No problem, man. No problem. It's all good. You can't really do mic over stream. Oh, tell your roommates to go to sleep. At GI, Luluki demands you to reinstall Night Rain and join us later. If that's what she wants, I will acquiesce to her request. Perhaps. I'll flip a coin. Get that cat to kill the other cat and Miss Slice and Dice. How do you? I don't have any mods. I don't do mods or anything. I don't know how to do that. I just know how to kill things. Can I level up? Can she level up? No. Dang, Veronica. How are you ever gonna get to level 200 if you never level up? Can you level up now? No. Dang. All right, here we go. Leveling up. Veronica 1 level. And let's see, her build is strength. Oh, not strength, vigor. All right. She's now level 77. With her being level 77, let's switch over and we'll discuss lore on another character. Veronica, good night. Fare thee well. Evil faces. Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Let's see. So Veronica, and then there's Vanessa. Oh, are they sisters, you wonder? No, they're not. No, they're not. Let's get her normal helmet. Her normal helmet. Oh, you know what? We should make this her normal. No, that looks dumb. Oh, I think that works. Oh, I hate those. No. That works right there. All right, Vanessa. Vanessa is a pure bleed build. That's it. No magic, no nothing. She's ready to kill Radon. We shall try to kill Radon. Champions.
Welcome. The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. Are you good in the festival? Before we begin,
so there's something interesting about this cutscene.
Full picture.
So he talks about eating the corpses, right? Well, let's talk about Leonard first. So we know that Radon loved Leonard. And this is why he learned gravity magic, so his poor horse could carry him.
Cursed ever to wander.
Now this is the thing that unsettled me. All right, question in the beginning.
Inside by Melania's scarlet rot.
Not this.
Wits are long
this part.
Gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog.
If the end of the Shattering War
We must make
happened like 5,000 years ago, or longer, or not longer, closer, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, whatever years ago,
you will find the field General Radon is there, even now.
how is there still corpses inside that armor? That's what I always wondered. We saw there was blood and everything. Bodies rot away, fade, and dry out depending on where they are, and turn into dust eventually. I don't know if that was a visual mistake or if they were just take it as a metaphor. Don't think too hard about it. But that's one thing that always made me question what the hell. And also, let's go down here. Let's look at something real quick. Something that's interesting too. So we have Blythe here, right? Oh, Blythe. Blythe. Radon, Zanod says, it's either a story oversight or maybe people are still trying to defeat him. Good point. Good point, Zanod. Clean Rot Knights are like wrinkles or I'm sorry, not wrinkles. Clean Rot Knight says, not Godwin. Clean Rot Knights are like Twinkies, he says. God, man, I really would love a Twinkie. And if they never rot away because of their magic or whatever, I think that it would be a fascinating lore thing. And that's why, you know, the rot doesn't kill them as quickly or at all. So we see Blythe here. Right? We're like, oh, Blythe, yay, Ronnie's got a guy over here. But does Blythe know that Celavis is right here? And how many of y'all knew that this was Celivis? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give Vanessa a headband. Anyways, so I wonder if Blythe knows that Celivis is here. Is Celivis spying? Is he helping us? Well, he does help us, but what's the purpose of him being here, right? We know why what's his face is here? Alexander.
Be sure to die. Be sure to die.
And here is Fia's father before he becomes lost in death. What's this guy's name? Torguth. Before we kill him, we humped him down for Volcano Manor. Okina, before we kill him. So pretty much every of the major factions are represented here, most likely, right? We have Ronnie the Witch, another Ronnie, probably somebody else. Independent. Let's see. A Bloody Finger. Oh, that's pretty much it. Oh, no, Fia. Those who live in death here. I don't know. Maybe he's just a tarnish by himself. Nozzle says, I know Twinkie's only from the movie Zombieland. Are they some kind of lemon cake? She does not look it. Lemon cakes? No, it's kind of like angel cake, but in the middle it's like a cream filling. Twinkies are chemically delicious. They are so good, man. Alright, let's put a helmet on her. Let's use a remedy. Let's see if we can get anybody to come out and help. Because Radon, I tried to fight him with her, I think last stream. He is just really hard at just a blood build. With no magic, the game is harder with no magic. Oh, that's right. I was switching her over to that. No, we're gonna. The Bulgort is Torrent. It's spiritually Torrent. That is father, his cousin, his brother. I wish I had a shield. Damn. Summon everybody. Everybody. Use the hill as cover. Oh. Alright, we gotta switch this up. got some people back. Numbers be getting low. Come on, Solowitz. Get back here. Oh, shit. Get behind a hill, everybody. Get behind a hill. You're going to regret not getting behind a hill. Stand up. Stand up. Dodge. Oh, man. Good. Welcome back to reality check. Hi there. Almost seems like someone charmed them into attending. Oh, interesting. You mean most of the participants? Nossel says, interesting idea. Why wouldn't they fight everyone? Why wouldn't they fight everyone fights everyone? Interesting. That is interesting. Because it's a festival, so it's kind of like the Olympics, right? You don't want to fight at the Olympics. This ain't 1996 Atlanta where they had a bomb at the Olympics. Let's see. Patches is for sure isn't charmed, or is he immune? Well, Patches is kind of like Satan, right? He's like this Luciferian creature from beyond reality. I don't think he'd be charmable. Also says Blythe and Alexander have personal reasons to fight Radon, but that does not mean there is no charm involved. Reality check says Patches is thief, later bloody figure, could be charmed, but I was joking. It doesn't mean it's Michaela. Michaela watches the festival. There is a lily above the arena. Interesting. I would say he does. He probably does. Torrent, you got knocked out in one. You got killed in one. Torrent. Whoo! That's how we do it. Ouch. I wasted a... We gotta get closer. Come on, big boy. Don't die on me. Don't die on me, Torrent. Torrent. Oh, I died. We died together. It also says no, but the involvement seems to be quite severe if you assume Nathan Butterfly and Saint Trina loses as indications for his involvement. And if we assume Mikla was Torrent's former master, well, when it comes to the lilies and stuff like that, you can see it as where I understand what you're saying, but I tend to think that a lot of the times the lilies are there because there was followers of those people, of Mikla and Trina at that point. Were they keeping tabs? Sure. Were they, merely observing? Probably. I don't know. Could it have been Mikla? Yes, but I think Mikla and Trina are probably too smart to leave remnants of themselves But then again, there is the whole I leave pieces of my body in the Shadowlands. Jesus. I lost all those rooms, right? I did. Why do you hit so hard? All right, y'all, get behind the hill. Get behind the hill. Never mind. Reality check says, agree, because in concentrated, we see how the steps look like. What suggests that the fight didn't happen here, but happened in the general boss fight? Whatever his name was, that could be different flower, not Melania's we see in the cinematic. Melania versus Radon. Okie dokie. 100%. Oh, are you talking about this? This is not the arena where... Right. Where Melania and Radon fought wasn't here on the beach. I would agree with that. Because... for in-game, it says it's over there in the center of Caleb, right? Somehow, they either lured Radon out here to wander, or he just naturally just wandered out here by himself. How pathetic. Radon, I was just joking. Almost got him. Almost got him in phase 1. All right, which way is he gonna come? Oh God. I didn't get the last sip, but that doesn't matter. Let's see. Reality check says it happened not here, not the other fireplace. That could be remains of another tree, not even Scarlet Aeona. I see what you mean, but the in-game lore from I think from some ghosts that you see that died there, they say that it happened there, right? And we also, because her bloom or whatever is what's left in the center. Excuse me. All physical in-game. What is it? Stuff points to that, not the other way around. Yes, Godwin, there is a star. All right. I'm wishing on a star.
Ah, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared by Radahn and you.
You know, I think that is the only time that we can see this moon not partially obscured by the Earth tree.
I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Nokra, where Ranni's fate will be decided. Let's meet where we'll take up our soul.
Wondering where you are.
One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, and as such, I could... But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors.
Godwin says,
right here.
that timing is so weird, like the star landed safely and then exploded 10 seconds later.
Warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought him? Just you wait.
Well, you know what, you're kind of right, but I would say that depending, because where we are, right, it had to fly and probably took X amount of time to reach here, hit, and then it had to take X amount of time for the light to cascade back to where we are. And we know light travels at 340,000. Well, we'll just run it. 350,000 feet per second or miles per hour. 350,000 miles per hour, something like that. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I told you how fast light really travels. But I think the delay only signifies that how far away it really was. But what's curious to me, Godwin, and let me know if you think this is curious. What was the original reason that star was coming? Right? If Radahn took gravity magic to protect Celia from the stars, but that thing was aiming for Nokron, that means that the information that we get that Radahn was protecting Celia is wrong. He was actually protecting Nokron, the Nox, right? Or maybe, perhaps the information that he was told was wrong. And so he was inadvertently used to stop the stars, to stop that star from exposing a path to Nokron. And he was led to believe that he was protecting Celia. Does that make sense? Or am I just on a coffee high? Reality check says, but sound is slower, so True. That is true. That is true. Let's go get the dead catacombs first before I teleport out of here. Now Godwin says, "You idiot. There are star callers underground near Nixtalia." So they're calling the stars. He continues, "I also think the ancestral worshippers could also be star calling." This is true. They're worshiping the stars like their ancestors. The beauty of this game is amazing. Vanessa, don't go out into the water. Look how beautiful that looks. I'm wishing on a star. Oh, look at that. I know some people like to think that Ronnie's rune is on the moon simply because of this line here on this moon and these mountains here. I don't think so. I think, and I could be wrong, oh no. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. That was a sign. That was a sign. I gotta go get those runes. I gotta level up. Man. Anyways, what I was saying, I was saying I think that those ridges on there are simply structures built by the inhabitants of the moon. Because they're not moons at all. They're planetoids. Planets with their own people, cultures, their own cities. People with their own lives, their own loves, their own griefs and anxieties of paying bills, taxes, to whatever government they have. Is that the rune also with death removed, or we don't see it? The one on the moon. It could be any rune that you want. I don't think it's a rune. I just think it's a red herring to keep us from the truth. I believe that if you're going to be looking for Ronnie's rune, if she cast it away, discarded it, that means it was up for grabs. Wherever she put it, it was up for grabs, and there's two men that could have used it. Banal and Vike. Because to get into Lindell, you need two great runes. And they came close. They each got to either in Lindell and Mountaintop of the Giants. And you can't get into Lindell or the Mountains of Top of the Giants without passing through Lindell, without two great runes. So that's 4 great runes unaccounted for. 4 great runes of 4 demigods that we have no names, no information about. 4 great runes that in this current and present time that each player is playing are missing, unaccounted for, somewhere. Where are they? Who has them? That's the question. That's the question of the night. The question of the night. The night. Oh, yeah. It's the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh, yeah. Zanad says, it makes sense to me that he was wounded and had to get home. He probably tried to treat his injury / infection, but succumbed to it inevitably. Oh, you know what, Zanad? You know what? You're right. You're probably right. That makes sense. That sounds good. Your Pharaoh says, welcome back, Yo Pharaohs. I don't know. I feel like the rule is a recent invention. I feel like that rule is a recent invention. Oh, the one about getting into Lindell? Quite possibly. I mean, we don't know when it started. So I cannot dispute that, Yo Pharaohs. Finally, you have something that is a great and wonderful counterpoint. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Reality check says, yes, but all others end keep in the Elden Ring death removed. Frenzy Flame ending doesn't, and I don't know Rani's. I believe Reality Check is speaking to Zanad about Radon. Maybe. Your Pharaohs continues. Let's see if he continues with something very good. I also find it curious that Godfrey doesn't have a great rune.
Trade again.
He doesn't have an Elden rune. That is an interesting point. Perhaps. Close your eyes, everybody. All right, you may open them. That is a good point that Godfrey doesn't have his own Elden rune. But then again, your Pharaohs, he didn't need one. Remember, Radigan only had an Elden rune, right? Because he needed to repair the Elden ring. His Elden rune is that... Shit, did I fart? What the fuck was that? Oh, that's that thing. I'm trying to talk here. Remember that Radagon's Elden rune is that lattice, right? And a lattice in a garden, you use it to hang, for vines to grow upon, and you use it to like tie little trees too. You can hang planters on it and stuff like that. So the lattice is there to keep the Elden rune in shape while it's broken. So that's why he has an Elden rune. Taliki, close your eyes, please. Look away. I'm committing a crime. Godwin says, I think you can give your rune to your kids. You can. Because you can give your rune to your kids because Godwin, not Godwin, but actual real Godwin had his Elden rune, and after he was assassinated, his son or daughter went down the lineage. That Elden rune went down, or his great rune went down his lineage all the way to Godfrey, as Godwin says, to all the way to Godric. Because Godric, remember, his says that he inherited it. So, and we all know what that means, so I don't need to explain it. Reality Check says, don't they not have runes before the shattering? So only those who stole shards got one. All right, Reality Check. This is how I assume it happened, because nobody knows for definitely, right? So I will tell you like I know. Let me get my let me get my lore tuber voice out. Lore tuber voice. Ready and action. The great runes were all given to the children of America by America after the assassination of Godwin by the Knight of Black Knives, which were assassins that were Newmans. If we read there, and they go on and on the tangents. Anyway, let's get back on subject. So, if you believe that Godwin was the reason that that America destroyed the Elden Ring, then after that point, the Elden Ring was shattered and it was divvied out, right? Now, it says that they claimed their Elden Ring. Now, you can claim things. You can claim things in inheritance. You can claim things when you go to the bank. You claim things when you go, pay your taxes, or you're going to register stuff in your name. You have to claim everything. So don't think that claiming means they like took it by force or something like that. Based on, Zanod says, based on what happened to Mikla's rune, Ronnie's rune was probably broken. Well, probably. She probably did break it. But then again, we're not sure, right? If she says it, cast it away. Because there's people out there that trust dialogue of the characters, of the NPCs. Gideon says that she cast it away. And so in casting away, sure, in the long list of definitions for that, it could be used as a metaphoric way of breaking it, right? But I would like to use it as the idea of just throwing it away or giving it away to someone. She cast it away. She no longer wanted it. So now it was out in the open, kind of like the Nautilus in Mission Impossible, right? The Nautilus is in the open. Tom Cruise is like yelling onto the phone, the Nautilus is in the open. And it's the list of all the, CIA agents, right? And their code names and their real names. So the Great Rune is out in the open now. Is it hidden? Perhaps. Is it being passed from one person to another? Perhaps. But we don't know. I would just leave that up to your interpretation of what you think is best, right? The Nautilus. All right. Let's go. All right. So I think with her, now that we defeated Radon, we need the blood of a maiden. Oh, not yet. Wait. Where am I? Maybe I need to talk to what's his face. Ooh, do we get to do some invasions? I'm just gonna sign up just in case. Nice. The Nautilus. Wait, isn't there 15 to invade? Not yet. Maybe I already did the invasions. I hope I did.
Be sure to. I'm quite certain.
Nope, not yet. The Blood Freaks Club. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Bloody Fingers over the Recusants. And the reason I like the Bloody Fingers over the Recusants is because the Recusants are idiots. They have no they're morally unethical. While the Bloody Fingers are like this, or were, I will say, they were like a really prestigious group, right? And I like that. But now they're just, you're right, they're just a blood freak club. Nice. Nice. Bro, they kill innocent maidens. Are they innocent though? Are they innocent? We don't know. We don't know if they're innocent. They could be. They could have been, and may have been, and most likely could have been like the perfumers. Are perfumers innocent? Are they innocent? No. Banal's better than Ansbach. You're crazy, bro. Let me look at Vite. No, this isn't Vite. What's this guy? Vare. Vare was a field medic, like a maiden, right? He was a maiden. He went out to battles to help people, but he killed them because that was his job. If you couldn't save your life, if you weren't good enough to save, if you had like one leg, one arm, he'd just kill you, stab you right in the heart, dead. No, the maidens were the same way. You can't trust them. Ansbach, look at the way Ansbach acts, the way he speaks, the way he presents himself, the way he carries himself like a gentleman, well-read, respectful, wise. That is what the pure blood knights, that's what the Bloody Fingers were in the beginning. When Moog fell to Mikla's charm, Mikla twisted it like he did in the island. That's all I gotta say. Godwin says, oh my god, that's why Patches is around here. What? Hold on. What happens to Mikla runes, right? What do you mean? Godwin, can you explain that? I'm kind of lost, bro. Your Pharaoh says, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I am convinced that you are telling the truth. Thank you for your pharaohs. No, he just rolled his eyes. Reality check says, why Rhea and Roderica are the only ones immortal when you meet has to be the lore reason too. Not sure why they are protected by the same barrier. Has someone tied all spells to kill? I believe, even though they speak about the barrier in truth, right, in the game, right? I'm not sure if there's a real lore reason, but honestly, I think it's because they have an innocence to them. They're kind of like childlike, and I don't think, there are like boundaries, I guess, that Miyazaki and the devs wouldn't cross, and I think that's one of them. But if you want to know the real lore of Rhea, ask me not to look at it from a dev perspective, and I will tell you something that will probably rage bait you. But it's not intentional. I don't mean to rage. It's just the way I see it. Where is this? Am I still? Does nobody play at level 76? Let's see. Zanad says, yeah, I think Marika shattered the Elden Ring, gave her children the runes, and then told them to become something or wallow in the fringes and become sacrifices. Marika, the ruthless. Marika was ruthless, but Zanad, I don't think that was the real Marika saying that. I don't think that was her at all. I think by the time that happened, Marika was already murdered, and Radigan was posing as her. Yeah. Lord Street. Or is it Lord Saint? Lord Street. We'll go with Street, because Saint would be first. Lord Street says, any thought on Newman being the successful any thoughts on Newman, the race, being the successful new NEW men made from the drawing process? Any thoughts? No, I would disagree with that. I don't think that works, because Miyazaki said that America, the Shadowlands, is where America first stepped foot. So if she first stepped foot here, that means she was already of walking age. And the Newmans are said to come from outside the lands between, are denizens of another world. There's too many things, meta and in game, that point that the Newmen are from beyond this reality or this Elden Earth. Or if you want to look at it in a micro sense, for outside, from another continent or country. Not Godwin says, oh, in Dark Souls 1, he's all about messing up the church. He thinks maidens are not innocent. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I get that. Your Pharaoh says, I think you can invade an NPC and get a quest quickly. The Magnus and the Beastclaw guy in Withering Ruins in Altus Plateau. Thank you. Your Pharaoh's heading that way. Oh god, I hope Tuluki's not watching. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm back, y'all. I had a phone call. That's all it was. Let's see. Oh, really? Okay. I will do that. Pharaohs, thank you. All right, let's see. Works out the blah. Reality checks it. Says, works. I was going to say Rodrigo has a gameplay reason, but Rhea isn't that important. But yes, that makes sense. Godwin says, Newman souls being summoned by jar soup is wild. Pharaoh says, you invade and leave 3 times. Right. Okay. Okay, I will do that. Like, get killed 3 times or just leave? Godwin agrees that it's a smart idea. Your Pharaoh says he went in search of the Great Caravan. Oh, that guy? Yeah, he just took off. He told me, And he quit. He started being away from his, his wife and stuff. All 10 of his kids. I was like, I understand, bro. You gotta do what's best for you. Damn, I was hoping not to die. This again. This again. We'll see what happens first. Invasions or the artificial invasions. Because in 19 minutes, I can beat Moog in 19 minutes. I feel it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pick that up. There we go. There we go. Hi, Cholesterol. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Oh. Not Godwin says, don't let Torrent hit you when the Great One split. Very witty. Very witty, my friend. We're going to talk about these guys too. But not right now. We're trying to get these invasions out of the way. So we won't, I guess we don't kill this guy, right? Do we artificially leave ourselves? All right. We'll see if this works. You missed. One. I guess number two. Oh, shit. Man, that guy's vicious. Your Pharaohs loves the great star, the blood star. You really are, like, in your heart, you really are like a blood addicted, bloody finger. The Pharaoh's finger. I'm going to kill him this time. Because this is the third time. He's dodging. Magnus the Blood Cloth. That's weird that we get that from him. I wonder, because there's two of them in the game. So in his reality, wait, if we look at everything, wait. Okay, there's no. Sham wow product. you think that Godwin thinks that the bloody finger or the finger server looks like the Sham wow product. Save your ass. Use the bloody silver. Wait. So if these are coffins, right? In this reality, because here in this coffin here, we get the blood star, right? We get the weapon too. That means this is Magnus's. This is it. That means this is his coffin in this reality. So there you go. Another thing that tells us that realities have been mushed together by Radigan's rune, by Radigan fixing the Elden rune, because Magnus the Beast Star or whatever, Beast Claw, is dead in our reality, and this is his procession taking him to his final resting place. And in the world that we invade him in that world, his greatness or whatever has gone down into whatever barbaric madness he lives in out here in the woods. Fascinating. What are you got, blind? Come on now. Folly of the Lake. Thank you, Godwin. Pharaoh says, yeah, the Magnus Beastclaw guy is pretty sus. Says Pharaoh's. Godwin continues. He says, maybe Tarnish used to be assigned to royalty before they were banished. Oh, maybe. And those were their coffins. Ooh. Like a personal guards. Like, kind of like a secret service. Godwin says the Tarnish don't have any flags or symbols other than the round table stuff. Right. You know, and also the thing with the Tarnish, I wonder, one thing I hope they expand on in Elden Ring 2, if they decide to do it outside the lands between, which they probably will, or go a few millennia into the future. I hope they expand on the Church of the Two Fingers. Because when it comes to the Church of Two Fingers, what I wonder is how closely tied is the Church of the Two Fingers to the Golden Order or the Erdtree religion? Is it separate? Is it something entirely different? That's what I would like to know. How similar they are. Are they like Catholics and Protestants, or like in the Protestant world, are they like Methodists and Southern Baptists along with Mormons, you know?
Oh, Lamb Kid, I'm glad that you're... You have a... I wish to... A knight to Luminary Moog has strength. So... Now... For your fine... Normally this... But since...
Not Godwin says the Tarnished are a very mixed bag, like trail mix. They don't know who they are. They're just doing things. The poor Tarnish. Yeah, like a crooked pope. Yeah. Do they have a crooked pope? Do they? You know, it's kind of like the Church of Vows, right? The Church of Ella, the Church of Anticipation, the Church of Irith or whatever her name is. There's all these churches, and we don't know who they're named after. What's the significance of them when they were converted to Golden Order churches? There's just so much lore and history built into the world. It boggles the brain. It boggles me. Reality Check says, before and after the death of America / well, my queen, ellipses, as after only God is allowed to live in death. As after only God is allowed to live in death. Golden Order could be created then, as it hates those who live in death. Wait, you threw me off. Do you mean God, G-O-D, all caps? Are you meaning Godwin? They had their fingers crossed the whole time, so it's not Godwin. Wait, let me read this again. Let me see if I can apply. Before and after the death of America. Oh, you're asking about the wait. Before and after the death of America, as after it only God is allowed to live in death. Golden Order could be created then, as it hates those who live then. Bro, I'm way off trying to hold on. You got me all fucked up, bro. All right, he continues. Golden Order is created after the death of America. That is why it hates those who live in death, bro. Wow. Okay, I get that. You know what? 100%. I would say that Golden Order is created after the death of America, and that's why it hates those who live in death. Yes. Because I believe I have a video on this. It's called the America is Radigan, or Radigan is not America, or something like that. America is not Radigan. And I'll explain it here to you, so you don't have to watch the video. God, man, you got me all fucked up. Distracted me and shit. When Radigan went back to Lindale, or, you know, he abandoned Ronala to go to Lindale to become the Elden Lord for America. Sometime afterwards, sometime within that time, he murders America. And then becoming like how it says in the Lost Ashes of War, the copy becomes the genuine article. So when he starts posing at America, whether it be with a mimic or with a veil or whatever, he develops the Golden Order. He creates it. He develops the fundamentalism to study both the golden. What are incantations? What is magic? That's why, like, Golden Order spells have both magic or faith and intelligence, right? Because that's him. That's him introducing what he learned, that way of thinking from Raya Lucaria into the reality, or into the faith of the Erdtree. And with the establishment of the Golden Order, he has all the children that aren't his assassinated, killed, thrown away, or sealed away. And so now he as Radigan only has his children are now the only ones next in line after him. And that's my theory. And that and with him being
good heavens, clench your teeth or something.
Ooh. And because Radigan is corrupted by power, a narcissist, he says the Golden Order, America, meaning him, is the one true God. And so the worship of the Erd Tree, the Crucible, the Greater Will, all become abhorrent, right? This is why the Two Fingers become their own religion, Church of the Two Fingers, because they still believe in the Greater Will. They want to replace America. They want to replace Radigan. So that's the difference, right? So that's what makes the Church of the Two Fingers different, because they still believe in the Greater Will, and the Golden Order only believes in America. She is the one true God. There is no other God but America. No Greater Will, no Mother of Truth, nobody. There you go. I solved Elden Ring for you.
Oh, another fit. Amid the power I've gone, but you mustn't use the meeting must luminary mode. We must
luminary mode. Bye, bitch. He's like, motherfucker. Pharaoh says, I don't believe those who live in death enjoy living like that. Their spells describe them with the words like vengeful, rancor, and servants. I can see that. But I would question who writes that, right? What perspective are they coming from? People who don't like those who live in death? Or is it those who live in death writing those things, right? So depending on what point of reference you're looking at, both can be true. Let's see. Not Godwin says, heed not the call of the broken and discarded. That's some Bible stuff, I think, right? Talking Bible. Reality check says, so when Radigan arrived on a golden hose, it wasn't the Golden Order yet. Once he came back, Golden Order was created. That is absolutely, without a doubt, 100% correct. Because the golden hose, right? That just represents the Erd Tree. The Erd Tree is this golden tree. Erd Tree belief was everything gold, like that. The Golden Order became like a religious governing state, and yeah, he didn't. And the Golden Order didn't develop until Radigan came from Liurnia, and you can tell this by the spells. Everything before Godwin's establishment of Golden Order, all the golden spells, all the incantations that have gold in them are purely faith. And with the study, with what he learned in the fundamentalism that he brought, everything has an intelligence requirement. Because you got to remember, the religion of the Land Between starts off as, well, in line, right? Crucible, and perhaps before that you probably had the Crucible, and then you had the Deathrite Birds. Probably are contemporaries religions, right? Faiths. And then after that, so we'll just follow from that point. From that point on, you had the Erd Tree came into power, overtook the Crucible. And that's why in the Crucible spells, you see the Crucible and the Erd Tree overtaking it, right? So it was seen as, the Crucible was seen as the primordial Erd Tree or whatever. And that was when, the Newman came to the Lands Between, bringing their trees or whatever infection it is. And then it became Erd tree worship, and they worshiped the Erd tree. The Erd tree became the faith. Oh, you die, you go into the Erd tree, stuff like that. You're reborn or whatever. But then after Godfrey's banishment and all that time, after the age of the golden age is done or whatever, Radigan returns. It's called back, or sees an opportunity to gain more power. Returns to Lindell, becomes Elden Lord. Starts the Golden Order with Marika's death or whatever, and then all of that, everything prior to that, becomes abhorrent. The Deathrite birds aren't allowed to, do their work, so they're banished, and because of that, those who live in death start to come about because there's nowhere for those people to go out in death. The Crucible is deemed heretical as well. That's why Godfrey and all the knights and all that are all the knights are thrown out and stuff like that, and the Omen children and all that stuff are said, hey, no, this is all bad now, right? So it's all that, and the Golden Order says Marika is the one true God. That's it. And with that, there's a schism. With that schism, you now have the two fingers. You have the fingers that were telling people, oh, these people will be Empyreans, these people are demigods. And now that Radagon's in power, he's like, nah, motherfucker, I tell you. And now he's that's Marika. I tell you who will be who and what will be what. Nobody else, because I am the one true God. So the two fingers are sent out. They're cast away. They're, heretical too now. And that's why they start their own church, the Church of the Two Fingers, who the Two Fingers still worship the greater will. But the Golden Order does not. Marika is the one true God. Now that Radagon is the corrupt Pope, from Godwin's words, the corrupt Pope, it's only him. It's only him posing that Marika is one true God. Everything else is heretical. And there you go. All right, everybody. Well, it's 9 o'clock. Let's see. Reality Check says, one last thing. Let's see. Reality Check says, that would mean that Glormite Queen existed when Radagon came back to Lindell. The Golden Order was created with the removal of the Rune of Death. Right? But that's, you know what? Ask me about the Glormite Queen in the Rune of Death next time, and I will tell you something. Your Pharaoh says, Radagon is my hero. Radagon, that's a weird hero in my opinion, bro. But hey, you have the right to be wrong, my friend. Everybody, thank you once again for stopping by, discussing lore on Elden Ring. Remember. If you like Elden Ring lore, you want to see more video game content, make sure you check out the people that I listed in the show description. If you made it this far, please check them out. They're amazing. And then I'm going to add some people on there too, because they're cool. And then please make sure you stop by on the channel called, I have it listed too, the Inquisition Radio Live. And check that out too, please. That's on Saturday nights. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see y'all tomorrow for some more Elden Ring lore. Y'all be safe out there, and good night.